So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. One receiver left, three to the right. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up alone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch a pass. Should have caught.
On third and long, it's Wentz. So now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening. So the football will be the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wentz now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that's complete to Huff. That goes for a gain of 31. On first and 10, here's Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Wentz to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football.
Catch up. Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went big on first. Wentz will try again on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Aguilar has it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his fifth. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point gain. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Rolling to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Wentz now on first down. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners,
they come out here in the eye. Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we've reached halftime in a wild... Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it?
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Holding offense.
A second down carry for Procise. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he didn't quite have the backspin on. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. So they were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So they're going to go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think? Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And last year was sort of a tough one for Jimmy Graham. He wasn't seeing the same kind of targets he was used to. Then, of course, came the patella injury that wiped out the second half of his year. So he and Russell never really found the connection. And here's an instance where they get a ball picked off.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Hits his target, Reuben Randall. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Wilson on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction.
First down.
Now to send this one away following the score. Here's Huff to return. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Seattle defense getting set to go. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this job is that I get to go to practices before games and watch guys work out. And what throws me every single time I see Richard Sherman, one of the best corners in the league, is just how long he is. I'm not even talking about being 6'5". That's not what I'm saying. The length of his arms, his ability to run with receivers and make plays on the football, even when it looks like there's a chance to fit it in, this guy is something else. And there's no surprise to me that this guy was a receiver before he was a cornerback. And maybe that's what helps him out, too, because he understands how receivers think.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Screen pass to Sproles. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Baldwin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He hits Baldwin right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Wentz to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he puts it through. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing now is Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a two-score lead. Barely, but it's a two-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And with that touchdown pass, he has broken the record for the most in a single game. What an incredible day for this guy.
How did we get this lucky to be here to see this performance? Touchdown pass after touchdown pass after touchdown pass. An amazing, incredible day.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Good.
Wentz going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Special teams coaches spent a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll dump it off to Procise. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching them on these routes. They've got 1, sometimes 2 guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance. You know, get him some space. Because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there. Give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz going to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. They put up their goal at the beginning of this.